Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Lately, I've been saying it's really easy, but it looks hard. This is a little bit difficult, but if you will take a screenshot of that right there, that's all you need. And we're going to just draw this from scratch. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut these lines off. You know what? Indexing lines are good for this. Because I want to bring this in. I've only made this one time. See how the indexing line stopped it from cutting, because I want this thing where I can see it. Because there's a couple of things I want to do. One, doesn't matter what size. Start with a square. Then I would grow it like, um, well, I tell you what, let's do this. Let's make this thing 8 inches. Okay. Let's make the next one 9. Control D and make it 9 inches. So, you know what, I'm going to make it 10. So there is a 1 inch gap. It's kind of um, blows your mind that it's only 1 inch because we did it 2, but you got to think about it's 1 inch on both sides. So now I'm going to take a 2-point line and I'm going to go from there and extend it out. And then I'm going to set my nudge factor on point or 1 inch. And I am going to control D or hit the plus key and then control D. And I want, if you notice, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 lines above this line. So we have the 4. I'm going to use the Alt key to slide through here, and I'm going to control G to group it. Then I'm going to make a duplicate of that. I'm going to double click on the rotation. I'm going to put it right there, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. So that kind of gives me my starting point. Now, if you see, you know what? We don't need these lines past there. This way I could get it closer for you to see and for me to see. This curvature takes up 2 blocks, okay? But we're just going to take a 3-point curve line, and I'm going to go from the very top all the way down to, and then I'm actually going to hold down the control button to get like a perfect arch. Now this next one only goes from here to here, and I'm going to make just a pretty good arch. Now what I can do, and this is what's pretty cool, I need to put another line on this side. We're going to take just a 2-point line and just close this up. Because now I can take my virtual segment delete key and I can actually delete this 2 right now, I think. Now I'm going to take my smart fill tool and fill that in. That way my shape will be the same for both of them, and I'm going to put it right there. Now I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to take away the lines, even that one. And I'm going to take away all these lines. So I almost have it, except for I need to put another line from this corner, holding down the control button so it's perfect. And then if you look, I need to put a curve here, and that's easily done. It doesn't have to match the curve. You can do it with a circle. We're going to go from about well, there's no midpoint there because about midpoint. Then I'm going to hold down the control button and you don't want to get outside the line. Now, but what I can do, you know what, I needed that actually on that other one. That's why I left that other thing in there for, well, let me just draw another line. You don't have to hit your calculator. People that have watched enough of my videos know that I almost do that every video. You know what? Now that's what makes sense. You hold down the control button. And now I'm going to delete that line. But we need to keep this line. But we need to select and just cut all these lines away, even down to our square. And then this one we're going to cut away. And now there's one more step we have to do in just a second. So if I need to cut one more line out. So if you look, the main pattern is black. So I'm going to fill that all in and I get black. Now I'm going to take, you know what, I'm going to have to do that prior. So I'm just going to move, I can move that out of the way. I need to find this, well, you know what, I don't want to do that. Because I need to fill in these yellow parts, but there's a part missing when we fill this in, when we rotate it. So let's just rotate it. Tell you what, let's make this a gray. And if I would have started off with a square in the center of the page, I wouldn't have to do this. But I'm just going to get two 2-point lines. Then that's going to help me find the center. And I'm going to take my gray and Control D, double click on the rectangle, and now I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. And see that right there? That's the part we need because it's the part of the corner. So for just a second, I'm going to turn this gray, no fill, and black, and I'm going to snip away this. So now all I have to do is take away this one I rotated. Whoop, no, I can't. Take away the color. Well, that color is part of the other one. So I'm going to take away the color. And I need to, because we rotated this line, I need to cut that out and that out. But now you can see the difference. So what I do, and I always do it, or unless I forget, I'm going to Control G to group that together so I can move it out of the way. And I'm going to turn that black. And I kind of like that yellow. And I'm going to turn that yellow and turn that yellow. See that yellow, now that we did that second step, it's down in there. I'm going to shift select the other yellow. I'm actually going to weld it instead of grouping it. And then I'm going to get the interactive fill tool and just pick one of them and go and put a little black. That's too much, so we can slide that over a little bit. That looks pretty good. Now, because we grouped that, I can just delete it. So if you want to pause the video and take a screenshot of that, but you don't have to, I'm going to Control G to group it. Now, I still don't know how to rotate it, so I'm going to have to draw that box again, or that X across my box. And I could have rotated it from the old one. Control D, see that Corel thinks the center is right there, and then just rotate it 90 degrees, and then Control D, Control D. I almost wish I would have used a second color, and then just group it together and rotate it really at 45 degrees to kind of make it look special. And voila, you have that. And it's kind of deceiving because they look like they're humped up, you know, like they're bands. Anyway, but if you want to take a screenshot of that right there, and then don't forget to rotate it to get, yeah, I probably could have done that before I even colored it in. Just go ahead and rotate that same, either that or just move that arch over there. But I think it's safer to do it this way to make it match. Anyway, I hope that helped somebody, or at least you learned something from that. Not saying you'll draw that, but hope that helped. Thank you for watching.